Hey Wildcats, today we're here to solve one-step equations. So let's start with problem 10. It says b minus 5 equals negative 5. And so let's start with making sure that we understand the left side and the right side of the equation. So we're solving for b, which is our variable. So I'm going to just put a box around it to recognize that I'm solving for b. And our first step is to isolate b by getting rid of the constant that's on the same side. And so we're going to use the opposite operation to do that. So since it's b minus 5, I'm going to use add 5. And the second step is to balance both sides. We have to add the same constant we put on the left side. We have to put on the right side. So you don't have to draw the little balance, but I'm going to draw the balance to show you that this is left and right. And so our third step is to cross off 0 pairs. And on our left, on the same side with the variable, we would definitely have 0 pairs because we're trying to get b by itself. On the right side of the equation, we don't always have 0 pairs, but in this case we do. We have a negative 5 and a positive 5. So that leaves us with, again, b with 0. So in this case, our solution is b equals 0. Now let's check to see if our solution is true. So to do the check, we rewrite the equation, b minus 5 equals negative 5, and we substitute b with 0. So 0 minus 5 is negative 5. And so 0 minus 5 is definitely negative 5. And so our solution makes the equation true. So next we're going to work on problem 11, which is solving 2p is equal to 18. And I'm going to divide my equation into a left and right side. And I'm going to think my first step is to work on the side with the variable by trying to get p by itself. We have to use the opposite operation to get rid of the coefficient that's along with p. So p is being multiplied by 2, so instead of multiplying by 2, we're going to divide by 2. And our second step says if what we do to the left side, we have to do to the right side because we have to keep our equation balanced. So here, our third step is to cross off, in this case, not 0 pairs, but we're going to get 2 divided by 2 is 1. And that just leaves us with the p. Remember, when we only have one variable, like a 1 as a coefficient, we don't have to write it. So now we write p, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. And so our solution should be 9. And so let's do the check. And it says 2p equals 18. And so I substitute p with a 9. And that checks out because 2 times 9 is 18, and 18 is equal to 18. Okay, so in this case, we only had positive, so we didn't have to worry about the signs. But in the next problem, in problem 12, we will have to consider the signs. Okay, in problem 12, we have negative 7x is equal to negative 56. So let's first start by dividing our equation to a left and right side. First step is to isolate x, get x by itself by using the opposite operation. And since the operation is multiplication, we're going to use division. So instead of multiplying by negative 7, we have to divide by negative 7. And since this is a balance, our second step tells us we need to balance out the equation by putting a negative 7 on the right. So we're going to divide by negative 7 as well. And our third step is to cross off here. 7 divided by 7 is equal to 1. And remember, negative divided by negative is a positive. So that leaves us with an x is equal to. And negative 56 divided by negative 7 is going to give me 8, because 8 times 7 is 56. And negative divided by negative is equal to a positive. So now let's do our check. Rewrite the problem. Negative 7x is equal to negative 56. And so if we substitute x with 8, we would get a negative 56, because a positive times a negative, a negative times a positive is going to give us a negative number, which goes there. And our check works.